All right, we're moving along. I know it's a little hodgepodge, but I don't have time to, you know, um, restart and do it again, and we have to move on to this, move on with the topics as they adhere to the guitar charts. So what I was saying was, so this keyboard map here is encaged. It's encaged and it's also more or less lined up with this. And this is the important part, because in your mind, you don't need to worry about the exact shape fitting. You just have to worry about more or less where something is when you're playing. So this is lined up here. Here's a C shape. Here's the C box. Here's a C there. Here's a C there. It's lined up. The C is lined up with this. But then we have a D shape in between the E shape. Okay. Now this drawing here, which is the staircase drawing, this is the first drawing I made in my attempt to explain the redundancy in the guitar. So if you had a guitar this long, which isn't a terribly long guitar, I bet there's electric guitars that are this long. And for this reason that they have the C going up 6 instances of the same C pitch, the same C pitch. You can't do it on piano because that would be a different pitch. And for all 6 strings, so my guitar has the C here, but by the time I get about to this D here, I'm about done. D for done. Okay, 'cause you know what I'm saying. Well, let's keep with this diagram, because this diagram is lined up. This is a conceptual diagram. It's the first diagram I made. The C here actually is the string shape. So let's say we're looking to play this E right here. Now we're going to play it over here. Okay, it's not just going to be up and over like this, but it is, because when we're going in fifths and fourths, we're skipping every other caged letter. All right, so we've got that. This is just a preview of the second part of this lesson if we get there. And that is the dots. I've revisited the dots. I decided that, if I ever have to play a guitar, like, I was talking to a fella who is a guitar monkey. He considered himself a guitar monkey. I guess that means he just learns everything, from other people. But he says he taught himself. So I decided, well, I better learn the dots, because if I ever have to play on someone else's guitar, or if I get a guitar and I don't want, I don't want to have the notes on it, then I'll go over to the dots. But anyway, I threw this diagram onto the chart, and we're going to cover this today. And don't worry about the keyboard now. I'll explain what's going on with the keyboard. A colored keyboard to me is like garbage. Like, whoa, how am I ever going to play anything? Well, because when I had it all in black and white on the guitar, just put a little piece of white tape on each one of the, notes in the key of C, let's say. I couldn't tell one string from another. I couldn't tell you. So, well, there's groups of 3 accidentals and there's groups of 4. You play the black note song, and like chopsticks on black notes. Couldn't tell them apart, so I made them colored so I could, because my eyes aren't that good. So I can find that G, I can find that C. I can find the F because now it's the only white note. I can find the E, and then I went and colored the A and the D. But let's not get distracted. When we go in fourths, it's going D, G, C, E, A, even though the caged word is there. We're just doing the caged word backwards. And indeed, when we do the cage word backwards, if we take every letter, we're going up a pentatonic scale. D, E, G, A, C, D, G, A, C. Okay, and then with cage going forwards, we're going down a pentatonic scale. But as you go forward or to the right on the fretboard, right, as we go to the right on the fretboard, so the C shape, and then goes to the A shape. Now we're going down a pentatonic scale in letters to the G shape, but we're going up in shapes on the guitar to the E shape. Now they're sharing. E shape shares the second with the D shape. Okay, that kind of thing. And then to the tippy top C shape here, sharing the 3 and the 4. So the D goes 2, 3, 4. The C shape goes 3, 4, 5. All right. So that's the concept behind the difference between the two diagrams that we were talking about. Okay, we're still recording. Okay, we're back. So remember this diagram here, this staircase diagram, this is a map of the fretboard, but it's in fifths and fourths. Fifths and fourths. Fifths and fourths. Fourths and fifths. Okay? Now, whenever you're going vertically, up and down like this, with the strings, you know, in string tuning, you're going up in fourths, fourth, 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 diminished fourth, fourth. When you're going down, you're going in fifths, fourth, augmented fourth, fifth, augmented fifth, 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 fifth. But when we're going up in string shapes, we go up in fifths. C, fifth of C is G, fifth of G is D, fifth of G is A, fifth of A is E, but, and of course, fifth of the A shape is E, but we warp it up. Okay, and then the fifth of the E, okay, this is the C shape here. Alright, so the fifth of the A shape, A shape goes to the E shape, sorry. Fifth of the A shape is the E shape. Fifth of the E shape there is the C shape, which is the augmented fifth. Because you know the fifth of E is B, but it's the augmented fifth to the C shape. That was a rough going. Okay, so now we're going down. So when you're deriving things, it doesn't have to play musically. You have to make sure you get it right when you're deriving things, you know, when you're figuring it out. Again, let's do that. We got the C shape. Fifth of the C shape is the G shape. Fifth of the G shape is the D shape. Fifth of the D shape is the A shape. Fifth of the A shape is the E shape. But fifth of the is the B shape rather. But fifth of the B shape isn't the fifth of the E shape isn't the B shape, it's the C shape. Messed it up again. Okay, and then coming down in fourths, we have the C shape on top. Fourth of the C shape is a diminished fourth to the E shape, not to the, there's no F shape. Of course there's an F shape, but that is an E-shaped F. Here's your regular E. And then just slide it up a half step and you get an E-shaped F. So we have the C shape on top. Fourth of the C shape is a diminished E shape. Fourth of the E shape's the A shape. Fourth of the A shape's the D shape. Fourth of the D shape is the G shape. Fourth of the G shape is our C shape. So vertically, we're going in fourths and fifths with